Good morning and welcome to UMH-68 Invitational here at Cal Tire Place North in Vernon, BC. Final day of an amazing weekend of hockey. We've got the bronze medal game and the gold medal game here coming up. Zach Stewart on the call with you throughout the tournament, having a fun weekend, watching some great hockey here in Vernon, and it's going to be the bronze medal game between Team Black and Team Red, battling for third place. And then after this, we've got the gold medal game between Team Gray and Team Blue. As we get ready to get this game started, no better way to start off the day than with some morning UMH-68 tournament. And let's get into some of the rosters here between Team Black and Team Red, battling for third place in the weekend. I'm going to start with Team Black on the back end. Defensive unit, we got number 2, Isaac Zeman. Number 3, Max Darlow. Number 4, Evan Bragg. Number 5, Jake Hughes. Number 6, Lucas Tang. Number 7, Ethan Evans. That is the defensive unit here for this Team Black squad. Up front, we've got forwards of number 9, TJ Podolin. Number 10, Mars Zhang. Number 11, Elliot Flugoklu. Number 12, Chase Brum. 13 is Hendrik Hesselgrave. Desmond Croy is wearing number 14. 15 is Mason Hostin. 16, Michael Sung III. Michael Sung in this game is number 16. 17 is Avery Bliss. That is the forward unit here for this Team Black squad heading into this bronze medal game. And the two goalies, number 29, Oakley Speckman, and number 33, Taylor Clark. See who plays in net for Team Black in this game, as both goalies have started 2 games apiece. So here for Team Black heading into this contest with Team Red. And looking at Team Red, their roster on the back end, you got number 2, Cooper Kraus. Number 3, Brendan Swinimer. Number 4, Ben DeLedge. Number 5, Parker Keith. Number 6, Carmen Kang. Number 7, Yule Ko. That's the defensive unit on the back end, trying to lock down this Team Black forwards unit. And now on the attack for Team Red up front is going to be number 9, Owen Domansky. Number 10, Rowan McGrath. Number 11, Max Thielen. Number 12, Mitchell Wilson. Number 13, Spencer Hall. Number 14, Ryoma Shin. Number 15, Max Pellegrino. Wearing number 16 is Jeffrey Yu. And Jackson Dewick wearing number 17 to round out this attacking forward unit here for Team Red. On between the pipes in the crease for Team Red is going to be Halter Karpiak and Jackson Zinner. Try to see who starts this game for Team Red as well. It's just like Team Black. Each goalie has started 2 out of the 4 games. All 4 goalies in this game combined, Black and Red, have had some amazing hockey throughout this weekend. And Team Red, take a look at some of their individual records on the weekend. Let's start with Team Black. They started the weekend on Friday with a 7-4 loss to Team Blue. Made up for it, though, with a 7-3 win over Team Gray. And then they fell to Team Red 6-3 to end off the round robin. In the semifinal game yesterday, they fell 5-4 to Team Gray to punch their ticket here to the bronze medal game. They lost in the final 20 seconds, an absolute barn burner of a game, going down to the final seconds. That is Team Black's history throughout this weekend. Now let's look at Team Red. They started with a 6-4 defeat by the hands of Team Gray, and then getting some revenge, an 8-3 win over Team Blue. Both those games happening Friday. Yesterday, Team Red with a 6-3 win over this Team Black squad. And then in the semifinal game, they had an overtime loss to Team Blue, falling 5-4 in overtime. So both great semifinal matchups, as now the stage is set for this bronze medal game between Team Black and Team Red. Well, warm-ups is ending and the time for a puck cleanup. Let's take a look at all the goal scorers here for each team. Let's take a look at Team Black. They have goals in this weekend from Ethan Evans, the lone defenseman for them, to score a goal. Up front, TJ Podolin with 5 goals. Mars Zhang with 6 goals on the weekend. Elliot Fogoklu with 3 of them. Hendrik Hesselgrave with a goal. And Michael Sung with 2 goals during the weekend. On the other side, for Team Red, they have Cooper Kraus with a goal. Brendan Swinimer with a goal. Yul Ko also scoring for the defensive unit on this red team. Up front, getting goals from 2 from Owen Demansky, 1 from Rowan McGrath, 2 from Max Thielen, 3 goals throughout the weekend for Mitchell. 4 goals for Spencer Hall, 3 goals from Ryoma Shin, 2 from Max Pellegrino, and 2 from Jackson Dewick. Heading into this bronze medal game. As we're getting the pucks finalized, cleaning up here to get this bronze medal game started. Taking a look on Team Black side. You've got Oakley Speckman getting the start in net for Team Black here in this contest, in this bronze medal game. So Speckman on the other side, it looks like it is going to beat Jackson. No, it looks like Halter Karpiak is going to stay in net here for Team Red. So Halter Karpiak for Team Red in net. And Oakley Speckman for Team Black. They're just pranking me over here. Zinner's going back in net. Can't make up their mind who wants to be the goalie for Team Red, but it will be Jackson Zinner now as they'll switch back in the crease. So Team Black versus Team Red here in the bronze medal game at the UMH-68 Invitational Weekend here in Vernon at Cal Tire Place. And we're underway, opening puck drop of this bronze medal game, won back by Team Black. Greg working it to his end boards. He'll look to escape the zone. That one stays in at the blue line. In this first period, Team Black is going from broadcast left to right as they'll rush down the right side now. And Team Red going from right to left as that's nearly a turnover at the blue line. Bragg has to work his way back to his own end boards. Work it up, weird bounce off the corner. Zhang trying to push it towards Podolin, unable to do so. As that one's to the blue line. Kraus with the shot. That one's deflected up into the air, batted out of midair by McGrath, but just wide of the net. Shin trying to get back down low below the goal line. Out with the puck goes Podolin down this near side wing, streaking into the offensive zone. He'll go for a trailer, unable to find Fogoklu as Cooper Kraus now pushes it behind the net. Zhang takes over, but can't find a teammate before it finds Bragg at the point. Shot on, just wide of the net. Zhang recovers the puck at the end boards. Podolin sweeps his way up on the far hand side, switching places at the point, dropping it off to Zeman. Zeman going down low, unable to get that one through. Is now Fogoklu has to try to spin his way towards the net yet again. Pushed up by McGrath. Podolin gets it back towards Zeman, who enters the offensive zone on the far side. Team changing in and out of the glove of Zinner as that's now cleared out of the way by Team Red. McGrath down this near hand side. He'll get it down to the end boards. Dewick getting pressured in the far side corner, loses a stick. His Team Black will come away with it. Just over a minute and a half gone here in this first period. Still scoreless in this fight for third over the weekend. Bliss into the offensive zone. Stops on the brakes, angles it down low into the corner. Hostin looking back for Bliss, but taking that one over is Wilson. Dewick now right down the middle, connecting with Thielen. Thielen trying to split the defenseman, gets around, but the puck sneaks its way into the corner. Thielen getting tanged down to the ice. That one gets by DeLedge as now Keith has got to start up in the neutral zone and fire it in. They're going to say no high stick on that play, so we'll continue. Sung down the far side of the boards, streaking into the offensive territory, gets around Kang, still driving the net, trying to pop it over the glove. Unable to get that one through as he'll go off now for a line change. Back out the other way. Team Red with Pellegrino swiping at it into the offensive zone. Puck finds its way into the corner. Pellegrino out to you, to the blue line, Co. He'll work the line, go back towards you, look to the net, take a shot, kick save by Speckman, as that one's cleared out front by Tang. Keeping it in, you, with the shot blocked in front by Darlow. As Demansky recovers the puck for Team Red in the far side corner, angled back down behind the net. Pellegrino right there trying to battle for it. Gets overtaken, but Co steps up at the blue line, keeps it in momentarily, but now working their way out is Team Black. Back in for a bounce pass up towards Brum. That's behind the red line, so icing is the call against Team Black, coming all the way down for an offensive zone faceoff for Team Red, defensive for Team Black, who they've both suffered 5-4 deficits in their semifinal games to make it here against each other. Going for bronze, going for third in this tournament. McGrath, they'll have it covered up on the near side, half boards, goes to the blue line, Krause with the shot, tipped in and a reactionary save by Speckman, as that was bobbled, bounced, ricocheted all over the place until Speckman could make the save. Face-off coming again to the blocker hand side of Speckman. 16:30 to go in this first period. Face-off, one forward by Team Black. Podolin on the rush on the far hand side. He'll try to angle it back over towards Fagoklu, unable to do so. Now coming up into the offensive zone, throwing it behind the net. McGrath into the near side corner. He'll look to the blue line, gets pinned up in the left corner. The puck gets worked behind the net. Evans now slows it down, will pop that right down the middle of the ice. That one kept back in the neutral zone, delayed offside, as now Podolin has that one bobble off his stick, trying to break through the defenseman. McGrath now looks to flip it down ice and into the bench of Team Black. Out of play, so neutral zone face-off. Coming up just outside of red territory. Face-off. One back by Team Black. Now pushed into the offensive zone quickly. Bliss around the back of the net on the backhand. Looks back to the point. Slows it down. Now goes to Hostin, but that one just bobbles up over top of the stick. And now Wilson on the rush up the other way, trying to lead a forward pass towards Duick. That one gets sent back as Keith has got to hustle back into his own territory to grab that puck. The ledge, getting pressured by Bliss as loose puck comes over to Sung. Sung to the blue line. Having that one is Zeman with the shot, tipped in front and just tipped, sneaking past the near side post. As that's up into the air, Wilson trying to come down with the puck here in a scoreless 0-0 game. In this battle for third place, Sung back into the offensive zone on the far hand side. He'll center it for Austin, just flip it over top of the net. Didn't get all of it, but nearly got enough. Austin retrieves the puck out towards Croy, unable to get through traffic. Pop forward, Wilson and Duick trying to get through, unable to do so, as they will call offside as just a bobbling puck at the blue line. Unable to get down low. Face-off coming up in the neutral zone, 14:53 to go here in this first period. Face-off, one back by Team Black. Will dump that one down and try to go for the chase. Zinner beside his net, leaves it off for Kang. Works up the far side boards, trying to work his way through now as well. Pop to the blue line, kept in. Esselgrave now on the chase for Team Black, but Kang meets him there and has the puck just sit in no man's land before Demansky picks it up, trying for a breakout out of their own zone, but great forecheck there by Team Black to keep that puck in. Go up the boards. Esselgrave right there to take over. Pellegrino unable to get by Croy as it sits right along the blue line, now finally pushed out by Pellegrino, who'll try to work up the near hand boards. Demansky up into the air, getting pressured off by Bray, gets a clean pass to Kang. Kang, he'll get upended as Brum now comes away with the puck into the offensive zone, tries for a toe drag, that one off the stick of Kang, centering right down the middle, nearly connecting with McGrath. McGrath now trying to get around Bragg as that one comes back to the blue line of red territory, where Kang will retreat over to Ko, look up ice, has a pass over, now trying to sneak out. Podolin intercepts that, has to wait for his team to come back over the blue line, delayed offside, now rotating back into the offensive zone. Far hand side, Zeman with the shot. That one's a broken stick as it's loose into the legs of Zinner. And someone's stick snapped, and it looks like a red twig is out on the ice. 13:31 to go in this first period, as McGrath has got to go collect a new hockey stick, go ask his parents for another couple $100. As we have a face-off coming up in the offensive zone for Team Black, defensive for Team Red. Coming up on the far hand side of the ice, blocker hand side of Zinner. Face off, one back by Team Black in their own territory. Battle on the far side, half board here with 13:20 to go in this first period. Face off, far hand side. That one is still in a battle, gets worked behind the net. Team Red stepping up, but Podolin right there to take over. He gets undercut by Shin. Will be a penalty coming up here. Looks like against Team Red, so delayed call. Face off and a penalty will happen as soon as Red touches the puck. Podolin trying to not let that happen into the offensive zone. Drop pass to Fugoklu, back down low, and right there to touch it, and penalty called. It is going to be a tripping penalty against Jackson Dewick of Team Red. So to the power play for the first time in this game goes Team Black for the next 2 minutes in a scoreless 0-0 game between Team Black and Team Red in this bronze medal third place game. Face-off coming up on the glove hand side of Zinner on the power play, one back by Team Black. Tang to the blue line has got Zhang, goes back to Tang, working down into the corner, give and go. Tang's regained possession of the puck to the blue line, unable to go D to D as now Zhang tries to drive right in front. Podolin with a shot, that one's blocked in front as TJ Podolin regains possession of the puck, trying to chip that towards Zhang. Not enough speed on that chip as that one's down the length of the ice. Good first clear there by Team Red, negating a good cycle game by Team Black as they're back into the offensive zone on the power play. Drop pass to Podolin, trying to snake around Thielen, able to get his way into the corner. Now rotating back to the point. Darlow with the shot, just glancing off the blocker of Zinner with a great save. Podolin gets the loose puck. Another shot into the shoulder, but then covered up once again by Jackson Zinner from Kelowna. 5-2 goalie. Plays with the Kelowna Rockets U13 Tier 1 team. As he'll make the save, power play still on the ice for another 11:04 for Team Black. 1:04, 1 minute of penalty kill time still to go for Team Red. Hughes goes over to Evans along the blue line. Down beside, Austin has that one knocked off his stick by McGrath, but helping out the numbers game, catching up. As Team Black goes D to D over to Hughes. Hughes with the shot, tipped in front, rebound still loose. It slides wide of the post yet again as with Zinner down and losing his stick. Huge clear by Team Red to send that one down the length of the ice. 30 seconds on this special teams unit for both teams as Austin works back into the offensive zone, has that one poke checked off before the blue line. So having to retreat, recover in the neutral zone is Team Black. Bliss trying to maneuver the way towards the front of the net. Another shot, shoulder save, still right there, stuck top of the blue paint. And Zinner will collapse on it to make the save. Another great couple saves there by Zinner, staying cool, calm, and collected through traffic, through a scramble in front. As it remains a 0-0 scoreless game between Team Black and Team Red. Face off, one back by Team Black on the power play. Hughes, he'll go back down low to Bliss, back to Hughes as the power play expires. Back on the ice is Dewick to join his team. Unsuccessful power play, successful penalty kill here as Dewick's out of the box now, trying to lead a rush up over towards Pellegrino into the offensive zone. Cuts out wide, trying to make a move around Evans to the end boards. On the backhand, looks to throw it out front, angles that back down into the corner where Sung will cut it off and get it over to the far hand side of the ice. Quick centering feed, Pellegrino, block shot, U with a backhand 10, too much black jerseys in front, as that's unable to get through. Into the offensive zone, the other way goes Team Black, drop pass to Austin. Austin with the shot, blocked in front by Kraus. Sung was lined up for a one-timer, but just could not get that pass over. Sung to the blue line, Zeman with the shot. That's a shoulder save. Zeman's got quite the shot and has displayed it this tournament. Still unable to find the back of the net, but he's got a heavy shot. Goalies have been up to the task as that puck goes back down towards red territory. Zinner leaves it off. Hesselgrave takes over though, but great defensive play as Swinimer now goes back behind the net to Cooper Kraus. Stretch pass up, puck battle. Both teams jostling for it. Loose puck, foot race. First one there is Bragg. Will hammer it back down to the inboards of Team Red. 9.5 minutes to go here in this first period. Battle for third place at the UMH-68. That one flipped down the middle. Hesselgrave intercepts it. Now we'll do a dump and chase again as Team Black having great control of the neutral zone, great control in the offensive territory, not allowing a rush up ice for Team Red, who have been hemmed within red line down for most of this first period. As Team Black still cycling in the near side corner, now puck up towards Shin, unable to clear the zone. Bragg with a shot. Zinner gently guides it to the right corner. As that one's dropped back down towards Podolin, he gets taken down. Swinimer over towards McGrath, out of his reach. As Fugoklu is the first one there. McGrath now coming up on the forehand. Bragg holds the blue, just outside of the blue line, but holds the neutral zone again here for Team Black. Still scoreless. Shin to the blue line, gets around Bragg, and now out over the red line goes Team Red. Crossing over the blue line for the first time in a while, but that will be offside. So neutral zone face-off coming up just outside of Black territory here in a 0-0 game. Bend but do not break for Team Red right now in their own defensive zone. Great forecheck, great pressure by Team Black. As face-off one back in the neutral zone by Team Red. The ledge will send it down, cut off behind the net by Speckman. Puck chipped out to the near side board. Zhang on the rush now, working his way into the offensive zone for Team Black, trying to get a step on Keith. Zhang leaves it off of a goal cloak, cuts into the front of it, takes a shot, toe save by Zinner. As Thielen loses the glove, got to go collect it, which allows Podolin to grab possession and go down below the goal line to Ledge. Loses an edge, trying to be there first as Team Black will regain possession. Now trying to chip that one out, unable to get by Zeman. Is the puck back down behind the net of Team Red. Centering up towards Duick. Duick makes a move on through Goku, will now work up into the offensive zone. All alone as teammates changing. Out the other way, Zhang tries for a stretch pass to Podolin, unable to find it. So Kang gets it over to Ko. Ko gets stuck up in his own corners. Dumansky's got to go back to help out. Ko working behind the net, trying to keep up to the puck, but Darlow right there. Aggressive pinch to keep that one in. Kang gets overtaken by Sung. Sung to the forehand now, takes a shot into the chest and covered up by Zinner. Zinner up to the task already in this game. 7:08 to go. Face-off coming to the glove hand side of Zinner. Face-off one back a little too cleanly by Team Black as it splits the defenseman, forcing Tang retreating into his own zone. Goes up the far side boards to Austin. Connects, trying to find Bliss on the near hand side. Blue unable to, as that's a puck battle. Team Red trying to keep this one in offensive possession. Still working around with it. Pellegrino getting it deeper towards Tang. He'll work behind the back of the net. 6.5 minutes left in this first period. Nearly an offensive zone turnover, but Sung out the other way on the left wing. He'll enter the offensive zone, get it over to Bliss on the backhand. Return feed as that one has off a body and tipped wide of the post yet again. Here in red territory. To the blue line. Tang down low to Bliss. Trying to create space on the far side half boards. Yu chips that one up into the neutral zone. Unable to get possession is Team Red, but able to alleviate some defensive pressure as U has that one taken off his stick by Darlow, trying to push his way back over to the blue line. Swinimer brings it around the far side boards. Hesselgrave collects it in the neutral zone, retreating up back towards Darlow. Now a breakout pass into the offensive zone. Brum gets his pocket picked from behind as now Shin right down the middle into the offensive zone. Cuts out wide, takes a shot, but doesn't get all of it. That one's pushed away safely by Speckman. Shin trying to regain possession in the left corner, unable to do so as that works its way into the neutral zone. Keith backtracking with the puck, goes out wide. Now return feed to DeLedge, right into the offensive zone, trying to split the defenseman. DeLedge into the offensive zone, just missing the net. Almost getting that one. A great play by the defenseman as that puck sent down the length of the ice, and it will go all the way down for icing against Team Black. 5 minutes to go here in the first period, still scoreless between Team Red and Team Black, with Team Red trying to put together some offensive pressure here with the face-off coming to the blocker hand side of Speckman. Face-off, one back by Team Black. Evans trying to poke that around. Hall takes it behind the net though. Turnover as Hall now trying to Borslow his head. A huge hit into the corner on Hall. His arm of a referee is up. Delayed penalty. Black touches it up and now a penalty called. It is going to be a boarding penalty against Hesselgrave as he will crunch Hall into the boards and head to the box. 2 minutes for boarding is the penalty. So to the power play for the first time in this game goes Team Red. In a 0-0 game, their opportunity to break the Goose Eggs. Shot on right off the face-off cut, still loose in front. That one's poked away, now short-handed. Zhang trying to work up into the offensive zone. One-on-one against Keith, gets between his legs. Zhang on the breakaway, over the glove. Odd Zinner, and this game starts. Gets on the board with a Team Black goal, short-handed goal by Mars Zhang. Give him now 7 goals over the weekend. And Zhang has a beautiful solo effort. Nifty move to get on a breakaway and pops it over the glove to get it a 1-0 lead for Team Black with 4:30 to go in this first period. The ensuing face-off, one back by Team Black, still short-handed. Trying for another short-handed rush is TJ Podolin. He'll have his pocket pick. Now Duick tries to go up the right wing. That one gets taken away. Now Evans will just launch that one down the length of the ice for a clear from Team Black. Power play on the ice for another minute and 20 seconds here for Team Red. Looking for a centering feed. Now outbreak out towards Wilson. Trying to tap that to Duick. Overtaken by Podolin. Podolin trying to race on Kang. Gets it around. Takes a shot over the tip of the glove of Zinner. That puck gets angled back down around the end boards. Podolin right there. He gets hit into. Bliss regains possession short-handed. Here's still for Team Black as they're having offensive control time into the corner. Great hold and great battle into the boards by Avery Bliss. As that puck comes out, Wilson down the middle. Greg looking for a hit, but he gets upended as now Bliss has that one, an opportunity. Duick needing to get up to the puck in the offensive zone on the backhand centering feed, unable to find anyone as Podolin gets back on the back track and negates that chance in front. Swedimer spins it down to the end boards. Centering pass by Duick, unable to get through as Swinimer can't hold the line. Hooks it way into the neutral zone. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Kraus takes a shot into the chest and covered up by Speckman. 1-0 is the score here in favor of Team Black, with Marzang scoring a short-handed goal, his 7th of the weekend, which will lead all skaters over this UMH-68 weekend here in Vernon. Face-off one in the offensive zone by Team Red. Get it down to the corner. Darlow unable to escape the zone as the power play expires. Unsuccessful power play, successful penalty kill, as that's a pad save into the corner. Darlow now working back behind his own net with it. 2:40 to go in this first period. That puck cut off in this near side boards. Worked out to the blue line. Kraus unable to hold it in as he's got to now retreat with it. Goes D to D in the neutral zone. Pellegrino can't continue momentum. Into the offensive zone. Domanski just throws that one down to the end. As picking up the puck at the end boards. Up with the puck, Team Black in Sung on the far hand side. Into the offensive zone, trying to cut towards the middle. Takes a shot over top of the net. Rebound, Sung follows through and puts it into the back of the net. Michael Sung expands the lead, make it 2-0. A shot on, tracks down his own rebound and throws it into the back of the net. His third of the weekend, and it is now 2-0 for Team Black. Great resiliency and dedication there by Sung to not give up on the play, follow his own rebound, and score the goal to make it 2-0 for Team Black. Face off one back by Team Red, entering over to the far hand side. Shin trying to drive towards the net. That one taken away by Team Black, but Dolan nearly with the stretch pass, but good reach back by the ledge to keep that one at bay. Haul into the offensive zone for Team Red. Drop pass to McGrath with a shot just wide of the net. DeLedge able to hold the blue line. Great keep, not for long though. It's Fugoklu out for Team Black into the offensive zone, looking for a centering feed. Gets it over to Podolin with a tight shot. Saved by Zinner. Zhang gets the rebound. Fugoklu out front, just missing out wide of the far side post. McGrath takes Podolin down as that pass is now out towards Shin's. Got to keep up to it. Needing to chip that one around Hughes. Shin gets by. Brief 2-on-1. Shin backdoor pass, but can't connect a shot on it. On the doorstep was Hall, but just can't connect rubber to rubber. As Hall now over to Shin. Shin beside him looking for Keith. He's got it back to the blue line and protect the line as Evans works back behind his own net. 1 minute to go here in this first period. Down low, trying to drive the corner, working back to the blue line. Shin able to keep it in, works around a couple body contacts, but unable to continue momentum. As Podolin now over the blue line all alone, so he's got to shoot it just wide of the post. Another aggressive rebound, but no one there to collect it. Shin working up, pushes it up to Kang. 30 seconds to go in the first period. Kang unable to chip around Zeman as he gets taken down to the ice. Zeman protecting the puck in the corner, looking for another stretch pass. It is going to be no icing, as first one there is Brum, so Zinner will meet behind the back of the net. Hesselgrave taken down. 10 seconds to go. Last chance for Team Black, or last rush for Team Red. 5 seconds into the offensive zone goes Thielen, but he'll go for a dump and not able to get a last second shot as buzzer sounds. 20 minutes are in the books here from the first game of day 3 for bronze here. Black versus Red, with Team Black holding the 2-0 lead heading into the second period of play here from Cal Tire Place in Vernon. Team Black putting up a good period to give themselves the 2-0 lead. Zach Stewart on the call with you all weekend long from UMH-68 in this third place game. Summary from Cal Tire Place in a morning game. Vernon with a penalty. Team Black from Jackson doing for a tripping call against the U14 Red. Successful penalty kill. Zach Stewart on the call with the 4:51 mark was Hendrik Hasselgrave, a boarding call. Another successful penalty kill there this time for Team Black. before Mars Zhang is actually able to find a short-handed goal over in the morning game. Vernon inside with a penalty. Team Black 1-0 7th of the tournament. And then at the 2-minute mark, Michael Sutton follows his own rebound, his third of the tournament, making it 2-0. Assisted by Hendrik Hesselgrave and Max Darlow to make it 2-0 in favor of Team Black. Here heading into the second period of between Team Black and Team Red. Takes us to the sponsors, our great sponsors here over the weekend of hockey. First up is BioSteel. This episode is powered by BioSteel, the hydration choice trusted by pros and parents alike. And now it's even easier to grab the new BioSteel Variety Pack. It's available at Costco, Canada. You get 24 bottles, 3 flavors. Rainbow Twist, Blue Raspberry, and Black Cherry, all with no sugar, no caffeine, and no junk. Just clean, effective hydration that works as hard as you do. BioSteel, and now up next is Iron Ghost Construction. Iron Ghost, where quality and safety lead every build. Since 2014, Iron Ghost has delivered quality, safe construction from structure to mechanics, start to finish. Iron Ghost Construction, solid, skilled, proven. A proud supporter of youth sports in their hometown of Vernon, BC and beyond. Iron Ghost is committed to building more than just structures. They're building futures. Iron Ghost Construction, big thanks to them. Also, Elite Prospects is sponsoring this weekend. Elite Prospects is for serious hockey fans crazy about the NHL, the draft, and your team's top prospects. There's no better source than Elite Prospect Ringside, providing insight and analysis on players worldwide through written features, video breakdowns, interviews, and more. Elite Prospects. Up next is Up My Hockey. They're proud to provide scholarships to players attending UMH-68 because talent deserves opportunity. Change your thinking, change your game. Up My Hockey, where mindset meets performance, because mindset matters. Change your thinking, change your game. Train with a program designed by a coach who's played at the highest level and 10 times your development. Up My Hockey, where mindset meets performance. There's also an Up My Hockey podcast with Jason Podolin, the podcast for players chasing their full potential. From mindset to performance, this is your go-to source for unlocking the next level in your game. Grow your mindset, grow your game. Listen now and explore mindset coaching at upmyhockey.com. Up My Hockey, because the mental game matters. Up next is A. Kane Hockey. They dominate the ice with performance-driven, cut-resistance gear built for elite players. Stay dry, stay sharp, and feel every stride with our innovative base layers and Blade Pro Skate socks. The most comfortable cut-resistant socks in the game. Unmatched protection, unlimited comfort, zero compromise. Gear up, perform better, A. Kane. Also a huge thank you to A. Kane for hooking up our UMH-68 All-Star team with elite level gear. Also hooking up the players is Nature Fair Markets. They've supplied Cliff Bars, bananas, and apples to the players to keep them ready to go and in game shape. Nature's Fair Markets, if it's good for you, we've got it. Those are the sponsors. After the game, there will also be Brown Social House and the 3-Star Awards, brought to you by Up My Hockey. Once again, huge thank you to all of the sponsors for this UMH-68 weekend.
Here with Tyson at the UMH-68 event. Tyson, give us your full name, a little bit of a title, and what you're here to do this weekend.
Yeah, Tyson Azevedo. I'm the Team Black coach for the 2012 here for UMH-68 with the U14 for BC Provincials this weekend.
Awesome. Obviously, as a coach for this high-profile event, you're going to come with a lot of experience and background. Tell us a little bit about where you're coming from, your expertise, your history. Yeah,
so I'm from Spokane, Washington. I'll be the U15 coach this next year for our inaugural season at the Coeur d'Alene Hockey Academy. So excited to bring a team into the league, having some 2012s, 2011s, just that first step, and same for this weekend, just that first step into the league, first step for exposure, kind of what this weekend offers these players is getting their feet wet, and just excited to be on the bench with these guys and kind of that first face as they take that step out of minor hockey and on this next journey here. So
that's awesome. You've been to a lot of tournaments, obviously, and what sets UMH-68 apart from the other tournaments you've been to?
I think first and foremost was just the atmosphere here. It's a player's first experience. From the minute we walked in this morning, it was all about the players. They've got the swag, they're walking around, it's about the team, it's about the experience, the atmosphere. I think what's different about this one is it's not so much about the evaluations or exposures or tryouts. It's getting the experience to be out here with the other players, meeting other kids from other markets, playing at this level of hockey. These are the top players from around BC for their birth years. So just to kind of take that first step of playing with other kids outside of their area, coming out here and competing this weekend is something fun for them to do, and kind of takes the stress off of it to where they don't have to worry about the evaluation part of it and just go out and have some fun and get the experience part.
So I know one thing about UMH is it really stresses the professionalism of the event. Why is it important that this level of professionalism is brought into a tournament for 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds? Why does that make a difference at this age?
It just sets the pathway for what they're wanting to do. If they're wanting to get to the next level, from the minute they get here, their jerseys are hung up, the locker room, player meetings, practices, everything is ran as if it would be when they take that next step to the WHL, which does the same thing, which mimics what they want to do when they move on to college or professional. So it's just given them that atmosphere of what it's going to be like to take those steps. See from a coach's standpoint, see it from a player standpoint, see it from an administrative standpoint. It's a full weekend. These kids are from the morning to the night. They've got things scheduled, so having to balance the time management with going and getting their meals, with resting, it just kind of gives them that whole, again, the atmosphere of what it's like to be at the next level of being a professional and what it's going to take here at 13-14 and what they need to do.
So we'll finish off with two questions, a two-part question that I'll ask at the same time. First question is, what do you hope that the kids will take away from this weekend, either as a memory, an insight, an experience, and what do you hope to take away from this weekend as a memory, insight, or experience?
Oh, that's awesome. No, I think first and foremost, it's just when they're on the bench and they're in the locker rooms, they're going to be with other players that they're not normally with. So meeting new kids, stepping out of their comfort zone. This is kind of one of those first steps on that pathway. So hopefully this will be one of those experiences that they'll look back on and remember that, you know, the UMH-68 tournament, coming in to play with these other top level players. These are kids they're going to be playing with for the next 5-6 years as they continue on down this. So just taking away what this weekend and this first kind of step is, and having fun with it. So, and then from me, you know, I'm excited to be around the other great staff, the coaches that we've got around here, being able to watch the players, see, and then just share and my experiences from what I've taken away from juniors and coaching, and being able to give that to them, and then go home with some fun names and players and experiences from watching these kids, and hopefully have some good highlights to talk about. So,
Tyler, thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you.
Welcome back to UMH-68 Invitational here in Vernon at Cal Tire Place North. Zach Stewart on the call with you all weekend long. We're in the bronze medal game, third place. Team Black against Team Red. Heading into the second period of play with Team Black holding the 2-0 lead after one period of play. And goals by Mar Zhang, a short-handed one, and then Michael Sung getting his own rebound and completing it into the back of the net as referees are out getting the nets back in place to get this second period started. Both teams ready to go. Team Black versus Team Red. To get to this, the third place game yesterday in the semifinals, Team Black fell 5-4 in a nail-biter gray game against Team Gray. And then in overtime, Team Blue beat Team Red 5-4. That's how this game got lined up as we're getting ready to drop the puck for the second period here in a 2-0 game. Both teams now getting ready to line up at the face-off dot in this third place game. Team Black versus Team Red. And we're underway here in this second period. Team Red wins that face-off into the offensive zone and throw it on net quickly up, out of play, into the netting in this second period. Team Red going from broadcast left to right. Team Black from right to left. As it's an offensive zone face-off here for Team Red, defensive for Team Black. Face off, one forward by Team Red, working back to the blue line. Kraus can't keep it in as it goes down the length of the ice. Cleared out themselves. Zinner behind his net to work it out. Far side half board, Zhang with a quick shot on. That one's a kick save to the end boards. Podolin able to regain possession, trying to throw it back down deep. As that one gets rung around, Zhang keeps it in, angles it down into the corner. Kraus right there, trying to work it back to the far side boards. Kraus picks up the puck yet again, up towards McGrath, who's leading a rush up into the offensive zone, trying to get around Darlow, unable to do so. As that one's back the other way for Fugoklu into the offensive zone, trying to make a move, gets around to ledge, takes a shot, bad save, and then cleared out towards Hall, who's trying to get around Team Black. McGrath onto the rush, looks for a centering feed, goes backdoor. Podolin gets a stick on it, and that one's kicked out by Speckman. As now Zhang's onto the offensive attack for Team Black. Around Deledge, still driving the net. It's a poke check, trick shot by Zeman, who got the rebound. Bragg at the blue line, keeps it in, down low to Bliss. Bliss behind the net to Austin, looking for a centering feed, unable to find one. As that gets to the blue line, Zeman with the shot wide of the net. Stepping up from the blue line, other shot off the post, and that one's sent out by Team Red down the far hand side. Wilson into the offensive zone, makes a move, looking to shoot it, but Bragg able to knock him off the puck. Nifty spin move as Wilson still in possession of the puck. That one taken away now. Zeman looking for a cross ice pass to Bliss. Kang takes over and gets it down where Bragg will backtrack with the puck behind his own net. Into the offensive zone, Zeman, stretch pass up, looking for Bliss, off the stick, and you will now take it into the offensive zone, back into the neutral zone. Coe needing to step up, but too far out of the reach as Sung works it up towards Austin. Pellegrino right there to take over, working into the offensive zone, angles that left corner behind the net. Waiting for it on the near hand side. Overskating it though is Zeman. You with the puck, takes a shot off the body. Pellegrino knocks that one down. Cleared out to the blue line. Coe floats it on net again. Rebound loose in front. Demansky couldn't control it. As now that's pushed up into the neutral zone. Out the other way. Kang works his way into the offensive zone. He'll get that one down deep. Bragg behind the net. Sung in to the left corner, working it up. Team Black over the red line, making the move is Hesselgrave. over the blue line, now gets into the body. Coe able to slow that down, popped right in front. Now Pellegrino fires it far hand side into the offensive zone. Goes Team Red looking for a give and go. Unable to return that pass back to Pellegrino. Swinnermer holds the blue line as that one's behind the net now. Hall has it working, button hooking in the offensive zone. Drop pass to Kraus with the shot blocked by a pad in front and into the netting. Out of play, still 2-0 here is the lead for Team Black, thanks to Marzang and Michael Sung. With 16.5 minutes to go here in this second period. Face-off coming up to the far hand side of the ice. Blocker hand side of Speckman. Whistle blows. Offensive face-off for Team Red, defensive for Team Black. Black with a face-off win. Unable to escape their own end boards though. Now Hughes, he'll get hit down to the ice. McGrath going down low. Hughes regains possession. Chips that one around from Shin, gets it behind the net to Evans. Up towards Croy. Swinnermer able to keep that one down into the half boards. Rotating back with it. Shin looking for Hall in the corner. Unable to find him as Hughes comes away with the puck at his own end. Trying for a one-touch over to Zhang, has it in the body of Shin, protects it on the forehand, rotates that over to Hall with the shot, still loose in front, as Team Black now comes away with it. Zhang down the middle, that one's taken away by Team Red and Kraus. Kraus back towards Swinnermer. He'll work over the red line and trying to get into the offensive zone, fired down to the end boards and go for a line change. Puck angled around to Fogoklu, that one past everyone. And down the length of the ice, tipped on, so no icing. The ledge in a foot race with Zhang. Both of them get tied up in the corner as the puck goes around to the far hand side. Fogoklu able to keep it in for Team Black. Podolin back to Fogoklu with the shot, but matching that. Meeting him, challenging the puck with a glove save was Jackson Zinner. As he'll keep this a 2-0 game. Still in favor of Team Black. Face-off coming, the far hand side of the ice. 15:15 to go here in this second period. So puck gets sent to the near side half boards. Chipped out, but not out enough as Podolin able to hold the blue line. Goes backdoor looking for Zhang. Active stick by Keith to knock that to the sideboards. Zhang regains possession. Shovels it to the blue line. Zeman with the shot. Toe save through traffic. Tang able to keep it in on the blue line once again. Zhang down low. Centering feed. Podolin off his stick. As out on the rush the other way goes Thielen. Thielen into the offensive zone. Tang takes over and trying to cut back. 3-on-1 rush. Kang trying to enter back into the defensive zone. Zhang up front of his Ogoklu to the backhand and into the back of the net. Beautiful setup and beautiful move to get around the left pad and tap that one in to extend the lead. 3-0 for Team Black with Elliot Fogoklu getting his fourth of the tournament, first of the day. It is now 3-0 Team Black with 14.5 minutes to go in this second period. Face off. One back by Team Black off that last goal to extend their lead. Puck pushed behind their own net now. Zeman on the near hand side. He'll try to swing it towards Austin. That one taken back by Team Black. Zeman behind the net, trying to connect with Bliss, stepping up Coe. Unable to keep that into the blue line for Team Red as that one's flipped out into the neutral zone. Bliss battling at the red line. That one's turned over. Austin into the offensive zone. On the forehand, trying to spin away from some traffic as that one's now deep at the end boards. Sung unable to get a centering pass. Zeman can't hold the blue line either, as now Team Black's got to regroup and start over in their own territory. Sent out, leaving that one down into their own zone. Stretch pass. Trying to escape their own zone is Team Red. Once again, hemmed into their own defensive zone. like half of that first period in a 3-0 game here in favor of Team Black. Coolco behind his own net. He'll look out to the far hand side. Pellegrino overskates it. That one's poked in by Bragg. Oh, once again, trying to escape the zone, unable to do so. Hesselgrave on the forecheck, pressuring onto the near hand side as Kraus has that one pushed off his stick. Pellegrino can't escape the zone, keeping it in. Some more offensive zone attack time for Team Black. As now Hall looks to escape the zone himself, pushing up the far side boards, entering up over the neutral zone into the offensive zone now. Goes end to end with a shot, and it's in and out of the glove of Speckman to the blue line. McGrath goes back down low to Hall. Hall gets hammered into the sideboards. Him and Zeman are now tangled up with each other in a 3-0 game as a penalty is called. Those still two tied up with each other. Hall and Zeman into the corner. Now a penalty coming up. Looks like both of them are going to the box in Spencer Hall and Zeman. We'll have to wait and see what penalties exactly are going to be called. As the referee tells the score table, right now Hall and Zeman into the penalty box, still waiting for the official ruling on that penalty. Taking a look on the ice, it's still 5-on-5 down there for both teams. As we wait, Bragg going to the penalty box as well, joining Zeman, so potentially an extra penalty here against Team Black. Still with 5-on-5 on the ice right now. See if that will remain or not, as referees are still showing the scorekeepers what exactly is going to happen for Goklu. Now goes back to the Black bench, so it looks like an extra penalty will be to Team Black. So a power play coming up here for Team Red. So in that scrum, an arm up after an initial hit. Looked like there was going to be an original penalty coming to Team Black, and then just with the scrum, it looked like then they got offsetting. So still trying to figure out the exact penalties on that last sequence here in a 3-0 game in favor of Team Black. And there is 2 minutes of penalty time up on the score clock now with 12.5 to go. So a power play for Team Red, as looks like everything's figured out, settled, ready to go here in this offensive zone face-off for Team Red to start off a power play. The glove hand side of Speckman. Face-off, one back by Team Black. Hughes looks to ring it around the far hand side boards, kept in by Kraus. He'll take a shot on, tipped in front, but a pad save by Speckman. Thielen looking to drive to the front of the net. Zhang takes over. Zhang has a shorthanded goal in this game already. He's into the offensive zone, over to Podolin. Takes a shot over top of the net. Goes to the blue line. Evans down low. Thielen up towards Duick. Duick goes far hand side, hits a trailer. Kraus with the shot. Tipped in front, but another chest save and down into a scrum. Podolin out to the neutral zone, just off the tip of the glove of Kraus, as now Swinimer has to restart into the offensive zone. Right corner, behind the net, Speckman leaves it off for Hughes, who'll launch that one down the length of the ice. Huge clear there by Team Black, with Team Red looking to get back into this game. Stretch pass up to you, right down the middle, trying to catch Team Black changing. Pellegrino, far side blue line, he'll hit the blue line to ledge. Take a shot, blocked in front by Fugoklu. Demansky looks back to the blue line as that one's cleared out over the red. Once again here for Team Black. Onto the attack on the power play. Team Red with you, stepping up. He'll get it to the blue line. Over towards DeLedge, has a shooting lane and takes it into the body, still loose, as that one's pushed into the back of the net. A power play goal, and Team Red is on the board to break onto the score clock in this game. It was Owen Domanski pushing it into the back of the net on a rebound, and it is 3-1. Chipping away at the lead is Team Red with a power play goal. So 3-1 is the score as Owen Domanski is able to get that rebound on the left pad and push it into the back of the net. Getting Team Red on the board in this bronze medal game here at the UMH-68 weekend in Vernon at Cal Tire Place. Back to 5-on-5 now, even strength for both teams after that power play goal. Face off the ensuing draw, one back by Team Black, sent it down behind the net. Zinner behind, he'll throw it up the half boards, kept down deep by Team Black. Cole is there in the left corner to try to take that away. McGrath up towards Team Red, streaking into the far hand side, trying to make a move, was Shin, unable to get that one through. This line, Team Black backtracking behind their own net, up to the near side boards. McGrath, he'll try to sneak down into the corner, gets taken down by Hughes, back up on his feet, still in possession, slides it over towards Shin, cannot quite connect on that, too many sticks in front, as Austin out the other way. Austin has that one knocked off his stick, but trying to regain possession. Kang right there to shield the puck off. Boards battle, scrum in the corner, both teams digging away at it, and Bliss comes away for Team Black to the blue line. Evans with the shot into the glove, and then covered up by Zinner for a whistle. 10 minutes to go, halfway done this second period in a 3-1 game. As now switching goalies is Team Red halfway through. So Zinner goes to the bench, and Karpiak is going to come into the game here for Team Red. Even playing time in this tournament here for Team Red as they'll switch goalies. 3-1 is the scores. Karpiak now into the game. Face off one back by Team Black. Bragg with a shot tipped just wide of the net. Kraus looking to escape safely on the far boards, but that one's pinned off. Croy right there battling Swinimer. Now up to the blue line. Bragg keeps it in. Slap shot off the blocker of Karpiak and into the netting. Out of play. 3-1 is the score. Getting onto the board, Team Red with a goal from Owen Domanski. It was his third of the tournament of the weekend. And it's 3-1 as that puck goes into the near side corner. Looking to get that one out. Hall out of the box for Team Red. Zeman still in the penalty box for Team Black. As it's out to the red line, Kraus leaves it off for Hall. Looking right down the middle, off his stick. Kraus trying to step up, but Bragg beats him to the puck. As it's stuck at the blue line, Swinimer comes to the near side board on that bang pass up towards Dewick. Dewick into the offensive zone, trying to cut wide of Darlow, active stick. To have a poke check from behind, Thielen, bobbling puck, finds the stick of Dewick, turnaround shot, blocker save. Into the far corner by Speckman. DeLedge keeps it in and floats it for another glove save. Covering it up for a whistle in Black territory here. Face-off coming up offensively for Team Red to the far hand side of the ice. Walker hand side of Speckman. 8:50 to go here in this second period. Face-off won by Team Red. Domanski keeps it in. He'll get knocked to the ice, but still battle along the half boards. Undercuts Podolin, but unable to come away with the puck. Up into the neutral zone. Popped forward. Fidoklu puts that one back up towards Podolin's tape on just unable to connect too far forward as Zhang now slows things down in the neutral zone. Zeman down the left wing. He'll take a shot on loose in front, still open net, but great clear out in front by Team Red to keep this a 3-1 game. Fugoklu, he'll angle that back down to the end boards as it gets to the right corner. Podolin to Bragg with a one-timer at the point. Loose in front, rebound, but covering it up is Karpiak to make the save, collapsing down with his glove to cover that one up. 8 minutes to go here in a 3-1 game. Face off coming up onto the glove hand side of Karpiak. 3-1 is the score in this third place game here at the UMH-68 Invitational weekend in Vernon. Evans takes it at the blue line after a face-off win by Team Black. Dolan centering pass to Zhang. Backhand still loose. Far side post. Scramble. Puck gets pushed to the end boards. That one's cleared out. Now over. Centering pass to Zhang. Beautiful passing play. End board post, front of the net, and into the back of the net. Mars Zhang finishing off that play in front for his second of the game, his 8th goal of the weekend, and Team Black regained their 3-goal lead. It is 4-1 over Team Red with 7:44 to go in this second period. So a beautiful setup going from the end boards towards the front of the net for a goal. Answering back is Dewick, nearly getting it into the top corner, just off the shoulder of Speckman in a 4-1 game. As Bliss now leads the charge up back into the offensive zone for Team Black. Push forward, Bliss has pocket picked from behind. Out the other way goes Wilson with Thielen. Thielen sends it on rebound. Dewick could not get his stick on it as that one's cleared out. Bliss now right down the middle into the offensive zone. Offside is the call. Austin finds himself astride over the blue line as that is an offside call. Neutral zone face-off coming up here just outside of red territory. Face-off, one back by Team Red, thrown into the neutral zone. Trying to get up back quickly into the offensive zone. Sung has it on the forehand, cuts towards the front, takes a shot wide of the net as Bliss grabs the rebound. Back to the blue line, shot on by Darlow. That's a kick save into the corner. Hawk still stuck at the blue line in offensive zone. Austin angles that one down low, trying to break free in this near side corner is Sung. Gets knocked down to a knee, puck on the half boards, and out with it. Go Team Red, unable to continue with their possession, but at least getting it out of the blue line momentarily. Back with it to Ledge. Far hand side, Pellegrino connects with a pass. Pushes it a little bit too far in front of him as Brum regains possession and into the offensive zone. Goes Team Black again with Hesselgrave this time. Driving out wide, throws it on net, but off a stick and off to the sideboards. Croy right there, and now a dust up in the corner. Tang keeps it in, pinching up from the blue line. Croy will take his place and keep it in. Down low into the corner, Demansky picks it up. He's got the lone goal in this game for Team Red as Pellegrino has that one lost in his feet. Now working behind the net. Tang from the blue line, able to keep it in. Turned over, Red throws it to the neutral zone. Croy now, he'll go D to D over towards Darlow. Darlow looks up with 5.5 minutes to go. Entering the offensive zone over to Croy. Croy with the shot into the glove. Scooped up by Karpiak to make the save. 4-1 is the score here in favor of Team Black. That last goal scored by Marzang, his second of the game, 8th of the weekend, leading all players in goals scored. Face off one back by Team Black. Zeman with the shot, tipped in front, but just getting down to make the save. Karpiak, amazing reactionary save there as now McGrath has time to work out of his zone. Coe fires it far hand side on a rush now. Shin trying to work into the offensive zone. He'll get pressure from behind by Zeman. Leave it off towards McGrath. Push behind the net. Shin to the forehand. Hall in the slot. Kick save. Sliding left post to right post. Making a great save there was Speckman to rob Hall of the goal and keep this one 4-1 in favor of Team Black. In possession, Hall looks over to Coe, unable to get it, gets down into the corner now behind the net. McGrath unable to pick it up as Zeman pops that up towards Brum. Kang down low over towards McGrath now, takes a shot, misses the post nearly as Shin battling for the rebound. Team Black out with it. Hesselgrave leading right down the middle. Brief 2-on-1. Hesselgrave with a shot, missing the net on the near hand side as Podolin unable to grab that rebound either. Coe out for Team Red. The defenseman leading the charge up into the offensive zone, trying to go inside out of Bragg. Takes a shot. Bragg gets a piece of it to block that to the end boards in a 4-1 game. 3:50 to go here in this second period. Puck over the blue line, but slowed down by Team Red, making their way back out of their own zone. Bragg in the neutral zone throws it into the chest of Karpiak, nearly into the back of the net after a miscue in front, as that one is into the corner now. Team Black still in control. Fugoklu centering pass to Podolin, unable to find it on net. So that's pushed off to the side and then sent out by Thielen. Team Red into the offensive zone. Duick trying to get around Zeman, able to get that puck by to the blue line. Shot on by Kraus. Floater into the glove and covered up again by Speckman, who's playing a great game here, making a lot of big saves for Team Black as Team Red's trying to turn on the offensive intensity. Down by 3 goals now with 3 minutes to go here in this second period. Face-off coming to the far hand side of the ice. Puck won back by Team Black. Darlow looks to the far hand side, unable to connect with anyone. It's going to go down the length of the ice for an icing call against Team Blacks. Will reset, do this one again for a defensive zone face-off for Team Black, offensive for Team Red. Coming up on the far hand side of the ice, near hand side now, moving it to the glove side. Goal scorer Demansky, lone goal scorer for Team Red, going up against a 2-goal scorer already in Mars. Puck to the blue line, Swinimer over to Kraus. He'll throw it on net, blocked in front by Zhang. He'll now chip it up to himself and off on the rush, up to Podolin. Podolin makes a move, throwing it backdoor. Fugoklu with a couple whacks at it, and whistle blows, quick trigger, as referee loses sight of the puck for a face-off coming up in the defensive zone for Team Red, offensive for Team Black in a 4-1 lead. Marzang with a pair of goals in this game. Also, Elliot Fugoklu with a goal, and Michael Sung answering back by Owen Demansky for Team Red. That puck kicked off into the corner, working back to the blue line. Evans over to Hughes, down the middle, Podolin. He'll try to spin away from some pressure. Fugoklu back to the blue line, and Hughes looks at the net, takes a shot, looking for a tip in front, unable to find one. That one's a pad save into the corner where Zhang will pick it up. Once again to Evans, holding the line, throws it on. That one's into the glove and covered up by Karpiak for a whistle. 2:12 to go in this second period in a 4-1 game. Face off coming to the blocker hand side of Karpiak. Tie up in the face-off dot, push forward by Team Red. Hall goes far hand side towards Shin. Shin looking to get that pass back towards Hall, entering the offensive zone, unable to do so as Tang now takes over. Puck stuck in Black territory, in possession with it though. is the leading team right now. 4-1, push to the near side half boards. Hall keeps it in with the ledge. Down over to Shin. Shin trying to split some black defenders with the shot. Throws it wide of the net. McGrath tied up. Can't get that tip in, but gets the rebound. Out towards Shin. Push beside. Now Keith over to McGrath, the one-timer. Nice setup, but just couldn't quite get that one through. Stick work in front of the net. Out to the blue line. The ledge. Has to now have a foot race with Austin, who wins that one into the offensive zone. Tied up, as that one is going to be a penalty against Team Red. Going up for a hooking penalty against a ledge, trying to stop the rush of Austin, and ties them up. So power play coming up for Team Black at the 1:12 mark of this second period. So a 4-1 lead for Team Black, who now have a man advantage heading into the final 1:12 of this middle frame. Face off. One back in the offensive zone for Team Black. 5-on-4 power play for the rest of this period. Tie up on the far side half boards. Team Red looking to dump that one out of their own zone. Unable to get there as Bragg holds the blue line. Down to Austin, just off the end of the stick. Kraus behind the net, looking to escape the forehand side. This time Zeman is the one that steps up and holds the blue line. Puck battle in the far right corner. 40 seconds to go here in this second period. Bliss able to weasel that one out. 3-4 Team Black. Far side, Bragg has it roll off his stick. Now recovers Wilson, trying to push him off the puck. Bragg into the corner. Another tie up, Austin out towards Sung. Unable to keep that one in is Wilson to the line, but not out. Bragg gets that one down low to Bliss. Centering pass and just covered up by Karpiak as he's able to cut off that centering feed and cover it up for a whistle. 4-1 is the score here. 15 seconds to go in this second period. Last chance here offensively for Team Black, whereas Team Red needs to win this defensive faceoff and get out of this period with the clear. Face-off one forward, but that one's taken down. Loose puck to the blue line. Bragg holds it the line once again. 5 seconds to go. Bragg with a shot blocked in front by Coe. Centering feed, Croy to Esselgrave. 1 second, Zeman with the shot. Last second attempt cannot go through, as that's a pad save to keep that one out and send us to the third period. 40 minutes is over here from UMH-68 in Vernon. 4-1 is the lead now here in favor of Team Black, as they will head into the third period as well with a 48-second power play in this third place bronze medal game between Team Black and Team Red. Takes us to the third period. And now a period summary. On that second, we've seen both teams find the back of the net. Started with a goal early from Elliot Fugoklu to make it 3-0. Assisted by Mar Zhang and Lucas Tang. After that, some penalty troubles from both sides. Evan Bragg with a roughing call, Isaac Zeman a rough, and Spencer Hall with a rough. And then Owen Demansky able to find the back of the net, a power play goal to get Team Red on the board, his third of the weekend. Assisted by Ben DeLedge and Parker Keith. Shortly after, Mar Zhang gets his 8th goal of the weekend, second of the game, to make it 4-1 in favor of Team Black. Now it's assisted by Elliot Fugoklu and TJ Podolin. And then Ben DeLedge, a hooking penalty as the period was coming to an end. So on the power play still to start off the third, go Team Black here in a 4-1 lead in this third place bronze medal game, taking us to the next 20 minutes, the final 20 minutes, third period here from Cal Tire Place. Also takes us to our amazing sponsors for this weekend. BioSteel. Between hockey practices, tournaments, and road trips, staying hydrated is a must And now it's easier than ever with the BioSteel Variety Pack at Costco Canada. 24 bottles, 3 top flavors, and 0 sugar. It's a no-brainer for hockey families. Stock the garage fridge, keep the kids game ready, and feel good about what they're drinking. Iron Ghost Construction as well as another sponsor of this tournament. Iron Ghost, where quality and safety lead every build since 2014. Iron Ghost has delivered quality, safe construction from structure to mechanics, start to finish. Iron Ghost Construction, solid, skilled, proven. A proud supporter of youth sports in their hometown of Vernon, BC and beyond. Also, Elite Prospects is sponsoring this weekend. Elite Prospects is the gateway to hockey online since 1999. EliteProspects.com is the #1 statistical hockey resource, serving over 1 million unique visitors weekly. Up next is Up My Hockey. It is proud to support the next generation of athletes by awarding the Sidney Crosby Award recipients with scholarships for mindset coaching. With former NHLer Jason Podolin, build confidence, strengthen your mindset, take your game to the next level, change your thinking, change your game with Up My Hockey. Also, Up My Hockey podcast with Jason Podolin, the podcast for players chasing their full potential. Listen now and explore mindset coaching at upmyhockey.com. Up My Hockey, because the mental game matters. Also, A-Cane Hockey. Dominate the ice with performance-driven, cut-resistance gear built for elite players. Stay dry, stay sharp, and feel every stride with our innovative base layers and Blade Pro skate socks, the most comfortable cut-resistant socks in the game. That Sidney Crosby Award I mentioned earlier. A-Cane Hockey is providing the prize pack for that award. It's going to be chosen coaches. And a huge thank you to A-Cane for hooking up our UMH-68 All-Star team with the elite level gear. Gear up, perform better, A-Cane. As thank you again to all. Now joining me here is one of the ambassadors, one of the assistant coaches of Team Red. First off, tell me your name and kind of what you're doing here this weekend.
My name's Hudson Podolin, and I'm just trying to help the boys win a bronze medal here. Just giving them pats on the back, telling them good job, just trying to help the best I can.
And as an ambassador of this tournament, kind of what are you hoping to teach and tell the boys down on the ice?
Just giving them tips, like on the back check, just trying to make sure that they're moving their feet, just presenting themselves the best way they can for the scouts upstairs.
And how important is it for these young players to have ambassadors, to have mentors like yourself, like the other ones here at this weekend?
Oh, it's extremely important. I remember when I went through this, there wasn't an ambassador for my team. There wasn't someone like trying to help me. I just had my normal coach just helping me. Like when there's more people on the bench, you get more feedback, more everything. You can just get a lot better that way.
And also, correct me if I'm wrong, but your brother's playing in this game. How cool is it to see him and his growth in this game as well?
It's huge. It's always fun when you go against a family member.
Yeah.
I was coaching against my dad last night, and that was awesome too. So
yeah, fun weekend here. So then, as you head in to the rest of this game, what message do you have for the players, not only in this game, but as they move ahead in their careers in hockey?
Yeah, it's way more important than just what you do on the ice. It's who you are off the ice that really matters. I went through it in the WHL draft a couple years ago. Like, there's a few guys that present everything well on the ice, but off the ice, they're not good people, and it shows in the draft. And that's what I'm trying to show these guys. Like, you gotta be a good person off the ice as well as on the ice, a good hockey player.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Here with Tyson at the UMH-68 event. Tyson, give us your full name, a little bit of a title, and what you're here to do this weekend.
Yeah, Tyson Azevedo. I'm the Team Black coach for the 2012 here for UMH-68 with the U14 for BC Provincials this weekend.
Awesome. Obviously, as a coach for this high-profile event, you're going to come with a lot of experience and background. Tell us a little bit about where you're coming from, your expertise, your history.
Yeah, so I'm from Spokane, Washington. I'll be the U15 coach this next year for our inaugural season at the Coeur d'Alene Hockey Academy. So excited to bring a team into the league, having some 2012s, 2011s, just that first step, and same for this weekend, just that first step into the league, first step for exposure. Kind of what this weekend offers these players is getting their feet wet and just excited to be on the bench with these guys and kind of that first face as they take that step out of minor hockey and on this next journey here. So
that's awesome. You've been to a lot of tournaments, obviously, and what sets UMH-68 apart from the other tournaments you've been to?
I think first and foremost was just the atmosphere here. It's a player's first experience. From the minute we walked in this morning, it was all about the players. They've got the swag, they're walking around, it's about the team, it's about the experience, the atmosphere. I think what's different about this one is it's not so much about the evaluations or exposures or tryouts. It's getting the experience to be out here with the other players, meeting other kids from other markets, playing at this level of hockey. These are the top players from around BC for their birth years. So just to kind of take that first step of playing with other kids outside of their area, coming out here and competing this weekend is something fun for them to do, and kind of takes the stress off of it to where they don't have to worry about the evaluation part of it and just go out and have some fun and get the experience part.
So I know one thing about UMH is it really stresses the professionalism of the event. Why is it important that this level of professionalism is brought into a tournament for 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds? Why does that make a difference at this age?
It just sets the pathway for what they're wanting to do. If they're wanting to get to the next level, from the minute they get here, their jerseys are hung up, the locker room, player meetings, practices, everything is ran as if it would be when they take that next step to the WHL, which does the same thing, which mimics what they want to do when they move on to college or professional. So it's just given them that atmosphere of what it's going to be like to take those steps. See from a coach's standpoint, see it from a player standpoint, see it from an administrative standpoint. It's a full weekend. These kids are from the morning to the night. They've got things scheduled, so having to balance the time management with going and getting their meals, with resting, it just kind of gives them that whole, again, the atmosphere of what it's like to be at the next level of being a professional and what it's going to take here at 13-14 and what they need to do.
So we'll finish off with two questions, a two-part question that I'll ask at the same time. First question is, what do you hope that the kids will take away from this weekend? Either as a memory, an insight, an experience, and what do you hope to take away from this weekend as a memory, insight, or experience?
Oh, that's awesome. No, I think first and foremost, it's just when they're on the bench and they're in the locker rooms, they're going to be with other players that they're not normally with. So meeting new kids, stepping out of their comfort zone. This is kind of one of those first steps on that pathway. So hopefully this will be one of those experiences that they'll look back on and remember that, you know, the UMH-68 tournament, coming in to play with these other top level players. These are kids they're going to be playing with for the next 5-6 years as they continue on down this. So just taking away what this weekend and this first kind of step is, and having fun with it. So, and then from me, you know, I'm excited to be around the other great staff, the coaches that we've got around here, being able to watch the players, see, and then just share and my experiences from what I've taken away from juniors and coaching, and being able to give that to them, and then go home with some fun names and players and experiences from watching these kids, and hopefully have some good highlights to talk about. So,
Tyler, thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you.
That's probably trippy.
I turned on the monitor.
Welcome back to UMH-68 here in Vernon, heading into the third and potential final period of this bronze medal third place game between Team Black and Team Red. It is 4-1 the score for Team Black over Team Red through 2 periods, heading into the final 20. Zach Stewart on the call with you all weekend long here for the UMH-68 Invitational coming to an end. There in the bronze medal game. After this, you got the gold medal game between Team Gray and Team Blue. But focusing on this one right now, you've got Team Black against Team Red. And Team Black holding a 4-1 lead. Goals in this game, 2 scored by Mar Zhang, 1 by Elliot Fugoklu, and 1 by Michael Sung. On the other side, the lone goal for Team Red, Owen Demansky. As we get ready to get this third period started, Team Black starting on the power play for the next 48 seconds. 48 seconds of penalty kill time here for Team Red as we're underway with an opening dump down of the puck by Team Red in this third period. In this final frame, Team Black going from broadcast left to right, Team Red from right to left. As Team Black into the offensive zone on the power play, Podolin goes down low towards Zhang. Zhang behind the net, Fugoklu getting pinned off the puck. Hall right there to send it down. Another clear there by Team Red as they'll go for a line change here on a short-handed unit. It only has another 5 seconds to kill. One last rush on the power play here for Team Black. Fugoklu, stretch pass into the offensive zone. Tries to get it to Zhang as DeLedge comes out of the box. Back to even strength, 5-on-5. Zhang driving behind the net, able to clear that one off to the side. Was the defensive work of Keith. Shot on from the point, Karpiak able to cover that up for a whistle. Just over a minute gone here in this third period in a 4-1 lead still in favor of Team Black. Back to even strength though in this game. Face-off coming to the glove hand side of Karpiak. Face-off, won back by Team Red, but quickly swarmed by Team Black. Wilson coming away at it, chips it up, trying to connect with the teammate, unable to do so. Now Wilson into the offensive zone, odd man rush for Team Red, takes a shot, misses the far side corner as that one clears to the blue line and out. And as Thielen now got to pop that up forward towards Duick, sends it down deep of Black territory. Well, they'll collect the puck. Minute and a half gone in this third period. Avery Bliss down this near side wing, entering the offensive zone for Team Black. Pushes it to the far boards. Kang has it up for Team Red. Down the middle, Wilson now trying to turn on the Jets on the far hand side. He hits it over to Duick. Over, looking for a centering feed. Still loose in front. Out with it, but a penalty coming up here. It is going to be a hooking penalty against Team Black. As heading to the power play goes Team Red at the 18-minute mark of this third period. A huge 2 minutes here for Team Red as they'll have a man advantage power play down by 3 goals. Needing to find the back of the net here in this third period. Power play starting off in the far hand side of the ice. Reset at the face-off dot, switching centers. Pellegrino able to win that one back cleanly. Coe at the blue line takes a shot, floats that one into the near side boards, and then sent down the length of the ice by Team Black as Karpiak works it up towards Pellegrino. Pellegrino unable to escape his own zone. Now another opportunity as there's Michael Sung that took that hooking penalty. Have to sit for 2 minutes. Pellegrino into this near side corner. Team Red on the power play, get it worked out safely towards Kang. Kang over beside him. Pellegrino again with the shot off the mask, it sounded like. Bob Speckman makes the save as Team Black now get it out over the red line. Coe back in towards the offensive control for Team Red on the power play. Leave it beside Pellegrino with a shot, but that's a poke check. And now turning up ice is Team Black shorthanded. They'll just get it down the ice onto the body of Karpiak. Leaves it off for Kraus. Turnover, Zhang shorthanded on the backhand. Saved behind the net, looking for a centering feed. Zhang still in possession, trying to waste more time on this penalty kill for Team Black. 45 seconds to go. Bragg intercepted by Shin off the races, but he ran into the linesman. McGrath up the other way. Takes a shot into the glove. And a save by Speckman. 4-1 is the score for Team Black. Power play on the ice for another 37 seconds. Here for Team Red. With an offensive zone face-off coming up on the near-hand side of the ice. Face-off, one back on the power play. Kraus over, back return feed to Kraus at the blue line, makes a move, now cutting in, takes a shot, floats it into the glove of Speckman for a whistle. Team Red ideally would like some more traffic in front, trying to get a stick in the lane, as they'll have another opportunity here. 26 seconds to go on the special teams unit. Face off, one back by Team Black, unable to escape the zone though. Over to Swinimer. Swinimer and taking a shot on through traffic. This time is Hall. Grabs the rebound with McGrath on this near side corner. Half boards towards the blue line now. Point pass, McGrath to Kraus. Poke check off, but Kraus able to keep it in. McGrath now jumping on the net, taking a shot, blocked in front by Bragg. As Shin will get the loose puck out of the box. Goes Sung as he'll rejoin his squad down deep. Unsuccessful power play, successful penalty kill for Team Black. Back to even strength, 5-on-5. That puck at the end boards. Hall trying to break that one free. We got a down man for Team Black, slow to get to the bench. On the back end, looks like Darlow holding his side. 15:46 to go. Here in this third period, still 4-1 is the lead here in favor of Team Black. Face off in their own zone, won by Team Black. They'll push it behind their own net. Now taken over by Keith at the blue line. Able to hold that in, trying to get it back down to the corner. Darlow has his pocket pick, now driving the net. Thielen with a shot over the shoulder. And into the corner. As that one's taken into the neutral zone. Keith trying to work back up. Unable to get that one through in the red line. Darlow back up towards Zhang. Over the offensive zone, Fugoklu with the shot, tipped in front by Zhang. But a pad save, perfect positioning there. Was Karpiak to make the save, unable to escape the zone though. And Zhang's down low to Fugoklu. He'll go back down behind the net. Zhang looks for a centering pass, but Dolan with a shot, getting enough of it. Was Wilson to make that one go wide of the net. Deledge unable to escape the zone as Tang holds it in. Deledge tied up in the left corner. Both teams whacking at it. Zhang comes out with the fray. Still working to his forehand. Podolin now over to Zhang. Too many sticks in front. Great defensive play as Team Red now chips that one down the ice. Duick gets to it himself in this near side corner. Trying to connect with the trailer off the body of Darlow. As now Team Black coming back down on this near hand side yet again. Zhang, center point up towards Podolin, snuck behind the defenseman. It could not get that stick on the puck, just a little bit too far in front of him. As now Pellegrino back out the other way for Team Red into the offensive zone. Takes a shot, blocker save down to the side of the net. Sung now picking it up. Michael Sung's got a goal in this game and he's unable to clear the zone that time around, trying to push his way out finally out towards Austin. Austin gets his pocket picked as Team Red keeps it towards Black possession. Evans now stepping up on the far hand side, trying to chip it into the offensive zone. Gets it over the blue line, not for long though. Pellegrino out the other way, one-on-one, entering the offensive zone, slowing things down. Couldn't get around Evans, kept in by Yu. To Pellegrino, has that one knocked off his stick again, but Team Red driving the net backhand, toe save by Speckman. That puck in the corner, 13.5 minutes to go. Here in this third period, still 4-1 is the score for Team Black in this bronze medal third place game. Swinimer shot on from the blue line, blocked in front, into the feet of Evans, as Sung will pick up the loose puck. Spinning around the far side boards, gets it to Austin. Austin working deeper behind his own net as Hughes picks it up, the defenseman for Team Black. Push forward, Bliss unable to connect with that puck. As there's a battle right in front of the bench here of Team Red. Their say puck is still moving and not blowing the whistle. Referee right there hovering over this scrum. Both teams jostling for possession as it does come out and out towards Pellegrino. He'll come back out with the puck. Red trying to move up quickly. Far hand side, Hall into the offensive zone, and McGrath couldn't complete that pass as it's into the left corner. Kraus can't hold the line either as he'll now have to start up in the neutral zone, flip it in towards the offensive zone. Delayed offside, touching up is Team Red. A 4-1 lead for Team Black. That one was tipped, so no icing. As DeLedge gets there anyways before it crosses the end line. On the near hand side, up towards Shin. Shin leaves it off for McGrath, into his feet. DeLedge stepping up, makes a move. Now into the offensive zone goes Team Red. DeLedge with a shot off a body in front to the end boards and knocked away. Keeping possession in the offensive zone though. Keith stepping up from the point. He'll fire it far corner. McGrath trying to determine which way he wants to spin with the puck. Gets it out towards the line. Shin back down deep. On to the forecheck, McGrath. And Keith unable to hold that one in. As Team Black doing a good job escaping the zone. Team Red looking for a comeback. Putting up some solid offensive pressure and some offensive attack time. As Hesselgrave has that one turned over towards McGrath. He'll dump that one deep and go for a line change. Dump and chase. Thielen trying to be the first one there. He gets knocked to the ice. As Team Black now comes out. Wilson looking to cut off that puck. Brum up towards Hesselgrave into the offensive zone. Going inside out. Unable to get around Keith. Penalty coming up here in this third period. It's going to be against Team Black. Delayed penalty. So 6-on-4 advantage, and 6-on-5 advantage, man advantage until Team Black touches the puck. But still hasn't happened as Coe finds his way down deep at the end boards. Dewick right there in a pileup, and now they will blow the whistle. Penalty coming up. Head contact is going to be the penalty called against Team Black. And Hesselgrave will make his way to the penalty box in this game. 4-1 is the score, with now a power play coming up for Team Red. 10:46 to go in this third period. Huge opportunity for Team Red to cut into this lead. Power play at the 10:46 mark of this third period. Face off one back. Coe with a shot from the point. Bounce through traffic and a glove save by Speckman as he'll cover it up for a whistle. Face off again, coming up on the far hand side of the ice. That one's one back, Team Red. Wilson with the shot off the tip of the glove. Rebound, still loose to the side of the net. Great play by Zeman to have that one knocked down. Kang up the boards, able to keep it in. Will now try to throw it towards Thielen with the shot. Blocked in front by Braggs. The puck goes loose into the far right corner. On a short-handed rush now. Up towards Marzang. Dolan a 2-on-1, but good footwork there by Coe not to let that centering pass happen. Kang spinning away from traffic up towards Padolan. Just trickles off the end of his stick. As now centering pass to Kang. That one to the blue line. Short-handed shot by Zeman. Too high and off the end boards. Kang now with 1 minute to go on the power play for Team Red will lead a rush up on the far hand side. He's all alone into the offensive zone as the forward's changing. He'll still go for a shot. Kick saved by Speckman as that one's collected and fluttered down the length of the ice for Cooper Kraus to collect it. 45 seconds to go on the special teams unit for both teams. Into the offensive zone over the blue line. He'll drop it off towards Pellegrino, makes a move, but that one's cut off, and Alfugoklu pushes it forward, short-handed for a brief break, trying to cut towards the middle, picked up by Bliss, and a chest save by Karpiak. Great save there on the shot from Bliss. That one's sent back down to the end. Cooper Kraus He'll lead a rush up from the defensive position for Team Red. Into the far hand side, cutting towards the middle of the ice. Kraus still with it, taking shot, rebound, no one there to hammer that one back into the net. 8:50 left in this third period. Kraus, he'll work up in front of his crease, dig it beside, back to 5-on-5, even strength. As penalty is over, unsuccessful power play, successful penalty kill. Here for Team Black, it's into the corner. To the blue line, Keith with a shot. Kick save, fluttered up in the air, still another rebound. Into the feet, referee not blowing that one dead, gets out to the blue line. Keith again angles that one down to the half boards. 8:20 to go in this third period. Still a 4-1 lead for Team Black. As out in the far hand side, slowing it down, Austin. He'll get run into by Hall, gets a clean pass to Tang behind the end boards though. As now Darlow goes down the middle, connecting with Austin. Austin into the offensive zone, trying to get around DeLedge with a shot, missing the net. As rebound comes towards Shin. Chipped forward, Keith. Now into the offensive zone, slides it to Hall. Hall leaves it off for Thielen. Thielen driving out wide, has that one knocked off his stick, regains possession. DeLedge and Keith at the blue line will have to throw that one back down deep. Chipping out into the neutral zone, DeLedge up off the stick of Shin. Will go for a dump and chase as he'll go to the bench. Team Blue still in possession, getting tied up in a penalty. Coming up against Team Red. An aggressive forecheck leads to a hooking penalty. And a power play for Team Black with a 4-1 lead. As making the skate to the penalty box is Max Thielen to send Team Red on a short-handed unit. Power play coming up for the next 2 minutes for Team Black. To the near hand side of the ice, glove hand side of Karpiak to start off this power play. Face off, one back by Team Black on this man advantage. Hughes over holding the line. Great keep in, now in front of the net, taking a shot into the neck and mask of Karpiak, makes the save, gives the head a shake, and is good to go for another offensive face-off for Team Black. Only 11 seconds off the clock on this power play on this special teams unit. Face-off, one back by Team Black. Hughes with a good look on net. He'll take a shot off the bar, loose in front. 10th out away. Evans with another shot. That one's tipped just wide of the net. Hughes, though, ringing the post as this game remains 4-1. Wilson trying to chip that one out. That one stick lift from behind. Croy keeps it in. Down low to Bliss. Driving the net, making move to the backhand. Still a swing and a miss. On the side by Brum as well. Good look on net. But Brum and Bliss unable to get that one on net as the puck gets sent down the length of the ice. 6.5 minutes to go here in this third period. Stretch pass looking up. Pellegrino nearly intercepting that one. As backtracking with the puck is Zhang. Trying to find it over to Fugoklu. Unable to do so. Swinimer has his stick lifted. As now Pellegrino has another clear into the neutral zone. Hughes slowing things down for Team Black. 50 seconds of special teams time. Dolan has that one poked off his stick as Domanski's able to get it back down the length of the ice. Good clear by Team Red. Team Black coming up with it on this near hand wing. 6 minutes left in the game. Evans, the defenseman, leading the charge up. He gets pushed off the puck as Zhang takes over. Zhang protecting it back to Evans. Taking a shot down low to Fugoklu. Pushed off his stick. Bragg able to keep it down low. Podolin back towards Bragg. With the shot blocked in front by Swinimer. Another shot on the rebound. Pushed behind the net. Stick taps by Speckman as that puck is down toward Black territory as out of the box. Penalty is over. Back to 5-on-5. Even strength as Thielen will join Team Red, with Team Black still trying to drive into the offensive zone. He'll take a bump by Zhang. Loose puck, boards battle in the left corner. Zhang comes away with it. He'll pull it to his forehand, get it over to Bragg. Bragg with the shot through traffic, still loose in front. Great play by Keith to hold Fugoklu at bay, as now he'll take it behind the back of the net in a 4-1 game. Centering pass, Podolin, poke check off. Now U pushes it up towards Thielen. Max Thielen has his pocket picked, back out the other way, goes Zeman into the offensive zone, takes a shot, pad save, still loose to the left side of the net. Fugoklu looks down behind the goal line. Podolin has that one go by his stick at the end boards. Picking it up now. Backdoor pass for Zhang. Great play by McGrath to the blue line. Another block shot. This time by U. As Podolin has it back to the blue line. Bragg on this near side point. Fakes a shot. Gets pushed off the puck by Thielen. McGrath trying to hem his man into the boards, as now Thielen can't push that way out either. Podolin keeps it in possession, driving the net to the backhand on the doorstep. That one gets pushed off to the side. Without a stick again is Karpiak. So advantage here, opportunity for Team Black. To the line, delayed offside, and offside is the call. Another case of bend and do not break in the defensive zone for Team Red, as this game stays 4-1. Great offensive pressure there by Team Black, just could not find Twine. 4-1 is the score here in favor of Team Black with 3:45 to go in this third period. The puck goes down in towards Team Black territory. Darlow behind his net, looks it over to Tang, now stretch pass up, gets by everyone. They're gonna say no icing, as Coe has to go back to his end boards to collect it. Stop up, look right down the middle, Pellegrino looks to tip it over, now up towards Hall, just out of reach as Tang takes over defensively for Team Black. Another pass over the red line, Sung, he'll take it into the offensive zone. He's got a goal in this contest already. Centering pass for Bliss, unable to connect a stick on it. Tang keeps it down low, behind the net. Bliss will spin back down towards the goal line, now drive out front to the forehand, kick save, rebound, pushed backdoor and into the back of the net. It is Austin able to get the rebound and find the back of the net as Team Black pushes this lead, make it 5-1 with Mason Austin getting the first goal of the weekend for him. And now a 5-1 lead for Team Black with 3 minutes to go in this third period. Extending the lead even further is now a 4-goal deficit. 5-1 is the score with Team Black continuing their offensive pursuit. Puck down deep. Behind the net now, going into the near side corner. Stepping up is Swinimer. Getting the puck in the far corner. Up towards the possession of Thielen, but that one just out of reach. Swinimer overskates the puck, has a stretch pass option. Thielen with the stick lift, stuck in the neutral zone. Swinimer once again on the backhand. He'll circle back around and send it up towards Wilson. No icing. Tipped down to the end boards. Team Black will pick it up at their own end. Krause at the blue line, holds it in, shot on, kick save, rebound to Duick, but unable to get that one through. Wilson takes over as that one's angled to the blue line. Kept in by Krause. Krause holding the blue line for the third straight time. Now Max Thielen, he'll work his way around the blue line, drive it down deep, trying to get an angle towards the front of the net, still getting pressured off by Tang. Good stick work there, but now gets taken away by Podolin. Big hit on the back end as Team Black has to now regain possession in their own zone. Turnover, Wilson, he'll have it on the far side face-off dot. But regaining possession is Team Black as that one is sent behind the net of Karpiak with Podolin the first one there. Minute 20 to go. Trying for a wraparound. That one's into the back of the net. Fakes left post, goes right post, and tucks it on the wraparound. And Team Black get another one, make it 6-1 with TJ Podolin finding the back of the net. his 5th goal of the tournament, and it is now a 6-1 lead here in this bronze medal game between Team Black and Team Red. Ensuing face-off, one back by Team Red. That one sent down towards the right corner, not icing as Evans is there first. To the blue line, now pushed into the neutral zone. Podolin back up on the rush. He'll try to cut around Keith on the near hand side. Backdoor pass for Goklu, and he shoots it. And this score is just getting run up now by Team Black. 3 goals in the past 4 minutes as it is now a 7-1 lead here in favor of Team Black with 1 minute to go in this 3rd period, with Elliot Fugoklu getting his 2nd of the game, 5th of the tournament. And it is now a 6-goal deficit, 7-1, heading into the final minute of this 3rd period. Ensuing face-off, one back by Team Red. The ledge gets it down deep, picking it up is Hughes. He'll look up ice now, tracking in his own territory. He'll rotate behind his net now, 42 seconds to play. Stretch pass looking for Podolin, unable to find him as Keith takes over and will get it back to the end boards of Black territory. One touch pass, Zhang right down the middle, entering over the blue line. He'll have it on his forehand. Drive it for a backdoor pass, stick, poke check away from Karpiak, 20 seconds. Team Red on a rush up on the forehand side. He'll drive it around the end boards, looking for a centering feed, unable to find one. Still in possession is Spencer Hall. He'll make a move, but cut off, poke check. 8 seconds to go, and Team Black with another rush up. Zhang looking back toward Podolin, slides it 5-hole between the legs of Karpiak, and with 2 seconds to go, it is now an 8-1 game, with Podolin getting his 2nd of the game, his 6th of the weekend, as it will be 8-1 with 2 seconds to go. Waiting for the next puck drop to be had in this bronze medal game here in Vernon at Cal Tire Place for the UMH-68 Invitational, and Team Black now has the win and win 3rd place, the bronze medal here at the UMH-68 Invitational. Great weekend for both teams, for all players involved here for both Team Red and Team Black, as handshake lines coming, and then to the game's Grit and Grind Award, and 3 stars for this 8-1 win for Team Black over Team Red. So a 3rd place finish for Team Black to end off this weekend. Like I said though, great weekend for both of these teams, playing their round robin game semifinals, and then this 3rd place game to end off the UMH-68 for Team Red and Team Black. Takes us now to the game's Grit and Grind Award, and 3 stars. The game's Grit and Grind Award brought to you by Brown Social House, locally owned and operated. Brown Social House Village Green provides the perfect balance between neighborhood pub and upscale casual dining. Our guests experience a premium casual environment that makes them feel at home, and that's what the term social house is all about. It's that simple. As both teams now line up on their respective blue lines, getting ready for the Grit and Grind Award and the 3 stars here to finish off this game, this 3rd place bronze finish. Game's Grit and Grind Award brought to you by Brown Social House. Will get a $30 gift card to Brown Social House as we await the winner of this Grit and Grind Award. Also up next is the 3 Stars Award to finish off this weekend for Team Black and Team Red. So the game's Grit and Grind Award brought to you by Brown's Social House.
And this game's Grit and Grind Award recipient going to Team Red, number 12, Mitchell Wilson.
So the game's Grit and Grind Award winner goes to Team Red, number 12, Mitchell Wilson. In this contest, the game's Grit and Grind Award brought to you by Brown Social House. Up next is going to be the 3 Stars Award, brought to you by Up My Hockey. From mindset to performance, Up My Hockey is your go-to source for unlocking the next level in your game. Grow your mindset, grow your game. 3rd star goes to Team Black, to number 11, Elliot Fogoklu. He got a pair of goals in this contest. And he'll get a $30 gift card for Source for Sports. 2nd star for this one, getting a $40 gift card for Source for Sports. 2nd star goes to Oakley Speckman, only allowing 1 goal in the win for Team Black. The goaltender playing a great game, making a lot of huge saves. Now 1st star gets a $50 gift card for Source for Sports. It's going to go to Mars Zhang. Got a pair of goals in this game and currently leading the tournament in goals with 8. Heading out of the bronze medal game, so Mars Zhang gets 1st star of this game. That's the 3 stars and the game's Grit and Grind Award, all brought to you by Brown Social House and Up My Hockey, in an 8-1 win for Team Black over Team Red in this 3rd place game. That does it for both these teams in this tournament.
Teams, if you guys could stay, we're going to get a team photo with the photographer on both sides.
Even though great tournament for both.
Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for trusting the tournament. We will be announcing the Sidney Crosby Award winners before the championship final, and we will be announcing the All-Stars after the championship final. So if you want to stick around and cheer on the boys in the final.
So 8-1 is the score here for Team Black over Team Red. That does it for the bronze medal game. Up next is the gold medal game, the final here at the UMH-68 Invitational. It is going to be Team Gray versus Team Blue.